So here we are again with the same old problem, 4,000 watch hours. It is a massive part of the monetization puzzle that you're struggling to figure out, and we think we might know why. Put simply, we think you might be focusing too much on this. What we're talking about here is the video content itself, the filming, the editing, the fancy graphics, the production quality. Absolutely, all of these things are important, but they're not everything. If you've been subscribed to and watching vidIQ for any length of time, you might guess what we're about to say next. What comes before video content? The title and the thumbnail. Both of these components are absolutely critical for getting viewers in the door, but those lead to views. And views, by themselves, don't lead to watch time. So what we're looking at today is what makes up the guts of your content, effectively a script. But just like a thumbnail and a title, you should be writing out the bulk of your script before you start recording, because then it makes this process so much easier. If you're no good at freestyling or get really nervous in front of camera, then sitting down and having a think about what you're going to say before you press record is a fantastic idea. Nailed it. Some people literally prefer to read a script word for word, and they may even use a teleprompter, which are now available for standard DSLR cameras. Other creators like to just prepare outlines, which gives them the flexibility to improvise on the spot. I have no idea how this improvises anything. Now then, let's think about the video topic. Since YouTube is a search engine, it stands to reason that you should make content that is helpful for your audience. You should dig deep and really find the pain points of your target audience and offer comprehensive solutions for their everyday life. For example, do you remember a creator called Rob Kenny? Well, a few years back, he created a channel called Dad, How Do I? On that channel, he recorded the most basic of how-to videos, starting with how to tie a tie. And that simple solution to an issue we frequently experience has gained him over 2 million views on that video alone. The Dad How Do I channel now has over 4 million subscribers, and Rob has even written a book about his adventures. And all he did was provide a simple solution to a very common problem, but made it relatable to his audience. And that, in a nutshell, is basically what we do here at vidIQ. We help creators grow their own YouTube channels by sharing our knowledge, wisdom, experience, and a bit of motivation on top. But what we also know, and this is critical for watch time, people come back to watch more of our videos. If you stick around, we'll show you tips on how to do that. Once you've decided on that video topic and you have an idea, you can start building a script. And the first thing you need to pay attention to is the hook. You need to be creating videos that coax people in, within the first 8 seconds to be exact. Writing a good hook is perhaps one of the best skills you can master, especially early on in your YouTube journey. Your hooks should make your viewers feel something. They should be able to feel that you can relate to them. Come here. If I ever see you making a boring video intro ever again, you're finished on YouTube. Do this instead! Somewhat of a direct approach, but a pretty good hook, right? And if you want to learn more about how to do this properly and see me box for some reason, then click on the video right now. Now, when possible, try and follow this up with a clear and specific explanation about what the viewer is going to get out of the video. And by the way, this isn't specifically for education and how-to channels. Mr. Beast is as far removed from educational content as you can get, but he always includes this type of thing in his videos. You can see how he showed us in the first 15 seconds what we'll be seeing and what to expect. He's got us, the viewers, hyped up and actually delivered on his promises. Obviously, his promises are super huge and so raise a lot of curiosity. But you can achieve success using the same principles. Now, if you have successfully hooked your viewer after 8 seconds and then guided them to the 30-second mark, the chances are they're much more likely to stick around for another 2 or 3 minutes at least, as your audience retention graphs will attest to. This is the point at which you can allow the video to breathe a little bit, adjust the pacing so it's more comfortable for the viewer. You might have 3 to 5 points that you want to cover throughout the video. Write down the essential information from each of these points that you need to cover and fact check if you need to. Remember that you're trying to build a loyal audience, so you want to bring forward that trust and credibility. If you're not only relatable but also trustworthy, then viewers are going to stick around for longer and come back. And to give you a little bit of a helping hand, this is how we do it at vidIQ. We start out with our topic and title. We make sure we add 1 or 2 alternatives as well. followed by an idea of how our thumbnail would look. So yeah, it is true that we don't always finish our thumbnail before we start recording, but we've got a template to work with that we can finalize once we've finished the filming process. And it also helps that we've made hundreds of videos in the past about YouTube education, so we've got a lot of templates to work from. We then break down the script. First the hook and intro. The main content is broken down into headers and then subheaders for each point, and finally the call to action and end screen. Now, once you have a script, you've got to transfer it from there to here. So here's a quick tip on how to find your voice. What would you like to be known for? And what would you feel would connect best with the people you're talking to? If you are new to being in front of camera, then try not to overcomplicate things. Keep your information simple and your sentences short. And when you do start to feel a little bit more confident, then start to sprinkle in more of your own personality. For example, humor. I didn't mean like that. The more individual and unique you are, the more reason viewers have to come back in the future. Like so many parts of YouTube, what we're trying to encourage here is consistency. In this case, it's a consistent structure of your video content, which is helped incredibly by a script. Over time, you'll start to rely less on these scripts. They'll become less structured, more freeform, almost to the point where you could theoretically do a live stream. You press record and you're so confident of your topic that your stream of consciousness that just flows from your brain through your mouth onto the camera is good enough for one take. Like I just did that. Come on. But we're not done yet, because if the viewer has got this far into the video, the chances are they've been satisfied by your content. And this is where you can ask for a little bit from your viewer. For example, it makes absolutely no sense for you to be this far into the video, finding value from it, and not be subscribed to the channel. So you need to fix that right now. And by the way, you know my personal thoughts on subscribers. I'm just saying it because it was in the script. But if you did want your viewer to do something else, say sign up for a newsletter, or potentially download vidIQ, or buy a course or a product, because they're so far into the video, they're likely to be much more engaged and more willing to listen to what you, the creator, have to offer. Have a think back to a time when you've been influenced by a call to action from one of your favorite creators, and share that experience in the comments below. And now you've got the viewer to do something within your video. Where do they go next? Well, if they're still watching the video, they're still on YouTube, and YouTube wants you, the creator, to keep them on the platform. So send them to another one of your videos. Have just one end screen element direct the viewer to another video like this. Now that you're a pro at writing scripts that keep people watching your videos for longer to get you towards 4,000 watch hours, why don't you check out this video that will get you to that other monetization milestone, 1,000 subscribers. Script read, job done.